Hashtag how CR7 learned English so fast. A slow English podcast. Host, slow, clear English hello, and welcome to the Slow English Podcast, where we explore interesting topics to help you improve your English one clear sentence at a time. Today, we're diving into the fascinating journey of one of the world's most iconic athletes, Cristiano Ronaldo, and how he mastered English so quickly. Many of you might wonder, how did a young man from Portugal, immersed in a Portuguese-speaking environment, become so proficient in English, especially when he moved to England at a relatively young age? Let's uncover the secrets behind CR7's language learning success. Pause for a few seconds. Host Cristiano Ronaldo's move to Manchester United in 2003 marked a pivotal moment not just in his football career, but also in his linguistic development. He arrived in England speaking very little English. Imagine being in a new country, a new culture, with a new team, and not being able to fully communicate. That must have been incredibly challenging. However, Ronaldo, known for his relentless dedication and hard work on the field, applied the same intensity to learning English. Pause. Host one of the primary factors in Ronaldo's rapid English acquisition was immersion. When you live in a country where the language is spoken all around you, you are constantly exposed to it. This isn't just about formal lessons. It's about hearing English in everyday conversations, on television, in team meetings, and from his teammates and coaches. This constant exposure forces your brain to adapt and pick up patterns, vocabulary, and pronunciation naturally. He was living and breathing English every single day. Pause. Host secondly, Ronaldo benefited greatly from necessity and motivation. Communication was not just a convenience. It was a critical tool for his success. To understand his coaches, to interact with his teammates, to give interviews, and to integrate into the team, he had to learn English. This strong, intrinsic motivation is a powerful driver for language learning. When you have a clear purpose and immediate need for the language, you are much more likely to put in the effort required. Pause. Host reports suggest that Ronaldo took private English lessons to accelerate his learning. While immersion is crucial, structured learning provides the grammatical foundation and vocabulary building that informal exposure might miss. These lessons likely focused on practical communication skills relevant to his life as a footballer, such as understanding tactical instructions, discussing game strategies, and handling media interactions. Pause. Host another key aspect was his interaction with English-speaking teammates. Players like Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand, and Paul Scholes were not just colleagues. They were part of his daily life. Engaging in conversations, even simple ones initially, helped him practice what he learned and gain confidence. It's often said that the best way to learn a language is to speak it, even if you make mistakes. Ronaldo wasn't afraid to try, and his teammates were undoubtedly supportive. Pause. Host interestingly, Ronaldo himself has mentioned the challenge of understanding some of the strong regional accents in England, particularly Sir Alex Ferguson's Scottish accent. This highlights an important point for English learners. There are many different accents, and it takes time to get used to them. However, even facing such difficulties, Ronaldo persevered, focusing on clear communication rather than perfect grammar or accent. His priority was to get his message across effectively. Pause. Host beyond direct interaction, Ronaldo also utilized media immersion. Watching English television, listening to English music, and reading English newspapers or websites would have significantly boosted his comprehension and vocabulary. This passive learning, where you absorb the language through entertainment and information, is a highly effective supplementary method. It makes learning enjoyable and less like a chore. Pause. Host Ronaldo's journey teaches us several valuable lessons for anyone learning English. First, embrace immersion. If you have the opportunity, spend time in an English-speaking environment. If not, create one around you with English media. Second, find your motivation. What is your reason for learning English? A clear goal will keep you going. Third, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every mistake is a step towards improvement. Focus on communicating your ideas. Fourth, combine formal and informal learning. Lessons provide structure, while everyday interactions provide practice. Pause. Host asterisk his story is a testament to the power of dedication and consistent effort. Just as he trained tirelessly to become one of the greatest footballers, he applied the same discipline to master a new language. His English proficiency not only helped his career on the field, but also opened doors to global endorsements and a broader international presence. Pause. Host asterisk so, whether you're just starting your English learning journey or looking to improve, remember Cristiano Ronaldo's example. Immerse yourself, stay motivated, practice consistently, and don't be afraid to speak. With patience and persistence, you too can achieve your language goals. Outro music. Gentle, inspiring, and slightly upbeat instrumental music fades in and then fades out. Host asterisk thank you for joining us on the Slow English podcast. We hope this episode has inspired you. Join us next time for another interesting topic. Goodbye for now.